What's going on, guys? Beastly Gamer here. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about Microsoft trying to do the undone, trying to open up Pandora's box and bridge a gap that has never been bridged. Microsoft is talking about cross-network functionality. That's right, Microsoft is thinking that at some point in the future, their networks are going to be compatible with other networks, including other console networks. This means if you're playing a game on your Xbox One that's an online game and you want to play against someone on Windows 10 or possibly PlayStation Network or even Nintendo's network, Microsoft is open to talk about it and negotiate with it. I think this is incredible. It really is bridging all kinds of crazy gaps that have existed forever. I think that the prospect of playing against someone on the Xbox One, if I'm playing a PS4, or from my Xbox One playing against somebody else on the PS4 is incredible. It really makes this community great. I think that that'll be kind of a whole new way of communicating, meeting new friends. Imagine you're on your PlayStation 4 or you're on your Xbox One and you have a whole new friends list of people who is on the competitive console. All of a sudden, all the competitive nature of it kind of disappears and you realize we're all gamers, we all just have different machines and we're playing on them. And especially if you're able to play online with other people playing the same game, it's going to make the community feel more solid. I think it's really awesome. I'll drop a link in the description. Microsoft will allow Xbox gamers to play against PlayStation 4 and PC players. Microsoft is announcing a big new feature for Xbox owners today: cross-network play. It's something the software giant has hinted at for years, and now it seems the reality of PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC players playing the same game together might finally happen. Developers building games for Xbox One and Windows 10 will be able to support the feature, but it will require Sony and others to participate in order for games to be played across Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Rocket League will be one of the first titles to support the new cross-network play, and Microsoft notes that there's a, quote, open invitation for other networks to participate as well, end quote, strongly hinting that Sony and other console manufacturers could enable gamers to play their friends regardless of what device they're using. If developers and console makers get behind Microsoft's support for cross-network play, then it will change the shape of games in the future. Currently, console gamers are restricted to playing titles on the PlayStation Network or Xbox Live, and many pick an Xbox One or PS4 based on their friend's purchase. Opening up online multiplayer gaming across different platforms will remove a big restriction in console gaming, but it will also create a conversation around which titles should allow PC gamers to play against consoles. A mouse and keyboard can still have many advantages over a gamepad in first-person shooters, so it's a new challenge that game developers will have to balance for cross-network play. This is awesome, guys. I'm really excited about this. Not so much about the mouse and keyboard versus controller. For the people who don't know, if you've only been on consoles your whole life, the PC Master Race, their controller is the premium as far as playing first-person shooters. There's really no competition there. If you're playing like, if you're a really good traditional console gamer and you're really good at a first-person shooter, there are people on the PC that would make you look like an amateur just because of how intuitive the mouse and keyboard is compared to the traditional gamepad controls for console. So that's a big deal. But I believe, just like this article says, that this is going to bridge all kinds of gaps. No longer will you have to buy the console that your friends are playing on. You can actually buy the console that you like, the one that may look slightly better, the one that might have a certain type of controller. It'll really come down to you fine-tuning the experience tailored for you. And I think it's really awesome. Hopefully, Sony goes in and allows this. I think it'll be smart for Microsoft and Sony. At this point, I see Microsoft kind of reaching out and trying to get their feet into every pool that they can. The Xbox One is an awesome system, I'll be the first one to say it, but it's kind of being bullied by the PlayStation 4 when it comes to sales and recognition and media. Everybody's talking about the PlayStation. It's a really big deal. PlayStation VR just got announced, the price got announced, so it's going to really kind of take over the media sphere for the next couple of weeks at least. And so I think it's really smart for Microsoft to kind of reach out to Sony and say, hey, look, man, we're competitors, but we can compete in a more gamer-friendly space. But let's open up the doors for our gamers and your gamers so that they can reach across the table and talk to each other and play with each other. I think it's awesome. I think it's really good for everybody. You guys let me know what you think. The pros and cons to this kind of action. What are some of the pros of actually having cross-network functionality, and what are the cons if you guys can think of any? Let me know in the comments. Be sure to give a thumbs up and show support for this channel, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe now. I'm the Beastly Gamer, and I'll see you guys next time.